Boy, it makes me so mad when I go into a campsite or a campground and somebody's left all their trash behind, scattered all over the campsite. How does it make you feel? Hello, I'm Box D. Today I'll be talking trash talk. Be sure to stick around so you won't miss the tips and tricks. I've been a full-time nomad for over 6 years. Last year, due to my health, I moved into a fifth wheel RV in a park as a home base. I live in this most of the time. I still travel and camp often in my self-converted box van, camping on free public lands and occasionally in paid campgrounds with my little rescue dog Maxie, mostly in the Arizona desert. So now, let's talk trash. Our Heavenly Father gave us a beautiful world to live in. In His awesome design, He gave us everything we could ever need to live clean, wholesome lives. He tells us to be good stewards of the land. We need to show Him and others that we appreciate all that He's done for us. We need to show we appreciate the land and the freedom to roam and see anything we want, but we should always take care of this wonderful gift from God. Trash is one of the difficult issues that we deal with every day as nomads, van lifers, and RV'ers with the very limited spaces we have. We have to be creative on how to store and dispose of our trash. The rule of thumb is to pack it in and pack it out and leave it cleaner than we found it. Leave no trace. I don't know about you, but trash is my least favorite chore as a senior nomad. Here are my thoughts, as well as tips and tricks, and I hope you'll enjoy this. It has always been my biggest pet peeve when people leave behind their trash while camping. These people are not respectful of God, neighbor, or their country. Then someone else has to come back behind them and clean up their mess. As nomads, we often are judged by the few who do not care. When I get to a place, I scan the area and I try to gather as much trash that as I can that was left behind, being careful to use gloves and maybe a grabber can pick up, or they're the reach grabbers is what they are. I don't have room to pick up the larger items that people leave behind. So these are some of the ways I deal with trash, and I hope it will help others to be more caring about the world that we live in. For starters, I hate junk mail. Whatever happened to save the trees? Every time I pick up my mail, the box is full. It's full of junk mail, and 99% of it, I don't even know who it comes from. I didn't ask for it. I don't even know the most of the companies that send out junk mail. What a waste of paper. You know, it's crazy. The sad thing is I can't get rid of it there at the mail center to dump it in their trash. It has my name all over it, both inside and outside. So I take it home, then I have to go open it, make sure nothing important is there, and then tear it up in little pieces so make sure my name and address and any personal information is not on there. I don't have a shredder. There's no room in my small spaces for that. I tear it all up, and if I can, if I have a campfire going where they allow it. A lot of places are not allowing campfires because of fire danger. So I would burn it if it's not a windy day. Otherwise, it takes up too much room in my trash, so I have to go in and tear it all up. So the next thing is cans and jars. They take up a lot of room in your trash can. So I first rinse them because I don't want the foul smell left in my box van or in the RV either. Then I crush them, and I break the glass if possible after the lids are removed. We don't have recycling in my area, and even if I did, I would have to store it until I accumulated enough to take it to the recycler. Then there's cardboard boxes and empty food packages from pre-made processed noodle boxes and pasta boxes and whatever, cake mixes, whatever you have. So I have to get rid of those, tear them up, and break up the cardboard. Usually break up the boxes and then cut it down into like 12 by 12-inch pieces. This way, when I do take them to the trash bin or dump, it doesn't take up too much space. And then there's the styrofoam. Styrofoam doesn't burn or compost at all. So, and plastic bottles. Things that like this have to be torn up small, or the plastic bottles have to be smashed down and take the caps off of them. Once they're taken off, then it'll smash easier. Some food trash can be composted, but no room in our rigs, and it can get pretty stinky. I have a small compost container with a liner until I can dispose of it. You can also scrape food waste into a Ziploc bag before putting in the trash to keep away the smell. For chemicals, paint, oil, and other toxic products, you need to find out ahead of time what the laws are in the area you're camping and locations to dispose of those things. Same thing for batteries or electronics. Sometimes can be taken to automotive parts places and things like that. Furniture can be given to someone in need or a local Goodwill or thrift store. Broken items should not be taken to these places. It needs to be taken to the dump. Nobody needs broken furniture. Also, older appliances that still work can be given away too. It would also be the same thing with like old cell phones and things like that. There's places to take them. You just have to do the research. So the last one I'll talk about is human and pet waste. I finally broke down and bought a cassette toilet for my box fan. But this conversation will be discussed in another video coming very soon. So be sure to watch for it. It seems like it's probably a lot of work doing all these things, but if we care about our environment, it's worth the extra time to take care of these things. So be sure to share in the comments if you have ways to deal with trash. I would love to hear it. I work very hard on my channel, and I always read all your comments. And if you ask a question, I try to answer them. If not in the comment, would be in another video. But I always try until my channel gets too big to do that. Let's hope if I do get that big, I can maybe hire somebody to help me. I have memberships for $1.99, $4.99, and $9.99 to support this channel on a monthly basis. Stick around while I give you a little 1-minute intermission while I shout out my members and play one of my songs. Then I'll finish this video. How you intended for my life to be. Thank you, God, for guiding me into a world where I can be just me. I love the mountains, the trees, and the streams. I love the desert and wildlife it brings. The freedom in my life allows me to roam. Wherever I go, it becomes my new home. I don't have much, but it is enough. My happiness doesn't depend on stuff. Friends that I've made are a treasure to me. These are the things that can check out the description beneath that video for other ways to support the channel. I hope we all take to heart how important it is to take care of the land God has lovingly blessed us with. We need to be good stewards of the land. And as nomads, van lifers, and RV'ers, we want to be a good example to others so they will follow our example. We want to have a good reputation and not be blamed for the trash left behind if we want to be able to continue camping on public lands. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you and your comments on all my videos. I always read every comment as long as I can until the channel gets too big. If that happens, I may have to hire some help. Thank you.